video. So today I am finally reviewing Ryanair. Ryanair. I am finally reviewing Ryanair. Yes, the day that I reviewed them has finally come. I had to leave a lot of airline groups, but there's not gonna be a review for a while for them because let's just say I'm waiting for a Lauda flight so I can review Lauda, Ryanair's other airline. So, nobody knows that I'm recording on this flight. It's just, I left for Kutos, everybody thought, and then I didn't know. What I didn't know is that Ryanair banned Turkish Airlines because their owners exploited in games which violated the terms of service. So they decided to ban them. I don't really care about that situation. And as you see, we're heading on the bus to the airport. I bought the highest class, aka Flexi Plus. And that includes priority boarding and the Aspire Lounge, access to the Aspire Lounge at Bristol Airport, and other lounges at Cardiff, Alicante, and Dublin airports. I really hope this flight goes well, because I really plan to review these guys for a very long time. And we are right now arriving at Bristol Airport, as you can see. Okay, we are now going to... Yeah, as you see, we are now arriving at Bristol Airport. It's not a new airport, it's an old one. But who cares, right? Like, who cares about that, right? Who cares if Bristol is an old airport? I might be 2 minutes late for check-in, but why do I even need a check-in? I just check in Flexi Plus, drop my suitcase off, then go through Fast Track. There, easy and done. Here we go, we're getting off the bus. Finally, I'm gonna make my suitcase green, cause I like the color. Yo, where's the check-in? Oh, check-in. Oh, check-in is right here. Oh, fuck. Flexi Plus. Yo, where's my Flexi Plus? Yo! The heck? Is the ticket actually broken? What's it worth? Let's zoom in and see what it says. Thank you. Oh, there's my Flexi Plus. What happened to it? I was wondering, like, what happened to it? Anyways, we're reviewing Ryanair. It's an all-economy airline. It's a low-cost one. But who cares? We still get premium amenities here. And we got Shrek here. Who doesn't like Shrek? I don't. Okay, so this is actually gonna take a while. Yo, what is wrong with the people here? Yep, I dropped off my bag, so now I'm on to go through security. But I get fast track access, I don't really care. Welcome to the coffee shop. Oh my gosh, they have a coffee shop here. Now this is actually quite new. Corporate and Flexi Plus, okay. Corporate is not a class anymore, sadly. So I'm flying Flexi Plus, it's the highest class. Then we go through world to do these three. Duty free. Okay, here we have some Starbucks. Then we have WHS Smith. WHS Smith. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna buy something. Okay, whatever. Finish and paid. Thank you for shopping with us. And they bought nothing. That's the bargain. That's a bargain. Fanta. Total £1. £1 for a drink? That's actually quite cheap. Considering how the prices in compared to the prices in freaking Canada where I live. Although there's supposed to be a terrace, and yes, there is. Oh, there's a plane. There's a 777. I'm gonna guess we're boarding at the gate 8. Not at gate 8, but like downstairs we're gonna be boarding, but who cares? Oh my gosh, what a perfect way on. You can't skip through security because there's 2 coffee shops, one before security, one after. Elevator doesn't work. The parts of wood not showing anything. And here we have the Aspire Lounge. It's an international airport. It's a lounge from an international airport. This is actually... It looks pretty good. Let's go in and see what's in there. Yo, I'm gonna go up to the servants. Yo, can I get a refresh? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna ask if I can be refreshed. Yo guys, I'm actually gonna ask for a refresh. Like, I'm literally... I'm gonna see what they give me. Okay, the ones it looks pretty good. Now let I'm gonna actually see you guys on the plane and when we're boarding. Because I'm gonna look for someone that can refresh me, like security or something. I want like a staff member too. Backdrop closed. Okay, I'm gonna actually head down to the gate. We're gonna be boarding soon anyways. And I'm gonna ask for a refresh because there will be some familiar face. Oh my gosh, we have lounge number 2. We have no lounge number 2 Aspire Plus. Here. And as you see, I got refreshed. I'm wearing a mask. I'm showing up my 60s. I'm getting security. Anyways, now I'll see you guys on the plane. Oh, wait, which gate? 27. Oh shit, I have to head back up and then find gate 27. Gates 8 to 34. I'm gonna just follow the signs that says like gates 8 to 34. Oh, there we go. Gates 25 to 34, which... (26 to 31). Okay, 27, 28, 29. Oh, here's our gate 20. Here's our gate 27. Here's the gate 27. We are going to Paris by train. There's a closer view of the goddamn plane. Of course, it says Ryanair. Alright, so now I'll see you guys on the plane. Yo guys, right now we are on the plane. We already started boarding Flexi Plus passengers. Of course I got seat 1A. Cause it got that extra like, I was trying to get seat 1A or 1B because they got extra leg room. But luckily, if you're late, Ryanair can just get you there in no time. They're already boarding Flexi Plus passengers, and so far I got on as a Flexi Plus passenger. Oh. We have now asked Family Plus and Plus passengers to board gate 27. Oh my gosh. A lot of people were complaining like that they missed the bag drop because they joined in late. And yes, seat 1A and 1B, they do have the extra leg room. Economy passengers may now board flight 3385 to Paris. That tree. Okay, what's this? The so-called IFE system here. Let me go get my headphones. Or earbuds, whatever you want to call them. Okay guys, I am back. Now I'm about to hear the best audio experience. Wow, the audio does sound pretty good. Okay, let's see. Left wing 1, left wing 2. Left wing, right wing 1, left wing 2. Cabin. Oh wow, they only offer that many views. Okay, well I'll see you when we're at cruise. I'll see you guys when we're at cruise. Alright guys, we're now at cruise, so let's order. Salmon, barrels of potatoes, chicken, mashed peas,
And
steak
just
pie
a
mash,
quick
steak
reminder,
and french fries. Salmon barrels.
refresh. If at any point in time you guys have to step away from the screen to go grab a drink of water or go to the bathroom, that's totally fine. Just please write it in the chat. Not because I don't mind if you could do that briefly. But if I call on you and you don't answer, then I'm going to assume you're not there, and I'm going to go into the attendance and I'm going to change you absent. Okay? So, it's the same thing in class. I don't mind if you need to leave, but you got to let me know, and you got to write it down. Here, you just got to tell me in the chat. Okay? Otherwise, to the waiting room that you will go, and then I will mark you absent, and then your parents will get a call.
And then on me,
so just write it in the chat. It's easier for everybody.
Salmon barrels.
Alright.
Yep.
So, 2 days ago, we were working on division questions with fractions. So we're going to look
now
very
descending
briefly at
a pie and
a division
mash.
question we did for homework, and then we'll move on to today's
Wow.
lesson.
Nice.
For last lesson, I already have question 14 that we're looking at.
The flight has been pretty good so far. I would definitely fly with Ryanair, but they're wrong economy. But they have like different fares than like the lounges, so access to lounges.
Pictures was 2/3 of the punch.
And I'll see you guys when we land in Paris.
Would she fail if she used?
Remember, when we're doing a lesson,
Yo guys,
cameras
we
are
have
on.
landed.
When you're working individually, cameras can be off.
And
I would really, really love it if I didn't have to repeat that 10 times a day. So, I'm saying it now,
this is what it
but it stands from now until June 30th. Okay? Cameras are on while I'm teaching, and then once you're working individually, they can be off. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Still waiting on a couple people. Thank you. Okay. So up next, we'll look quickly at the textbook page for 9.9. So here we're looking at communicating about multiplication and division.
You're the very best form.
And we're going to take this example that we see here, where Riley is giving us an explanation, and then Manuel is questioning.
So we have actually landed.
We're just going to talk through it. So, who can read this first part here? Riley explained.
Riley's explanation. Whenever you multiply two decimal numbers, you count the total number of places after the decimal point. This tells you how many decimal places are in the answer.
Yeah, thanks Anton, I'm just wondering where you were reading down here, right? Whenever?
Yes.
Okay, can you read this part here? Riley
explained how you multiply 4.2 by 0.2 and got the answer
right now
0.84. Then Manuel
approaching where we're
Riley's
supposed to
explanation for what
stop.
Riley improved.
Awesome. Okay, so I've just written it out on the document here. Same number, so 4.2 times 0.2.
Yep, that's satisfactory for you. It's not
equivalent equation, which is 42 over 10 times 2 over 10. So my question is, or actually Manuel's question is, I should say, how do you know that 4.2 equals 42 over 10?
So
I'm going to write that down. How do we know that 4.2 equals 42 over 10?
I don't know where my bag is, because I haven't seen it since I dropped it off in Bristol. Right now we're in another city. I swear if it got destroyed, I'm suing the whole airline.
We know that any number that isn't a fraction. So 4.2, it's not a fraction. It's a number with a decimal. But we know that 4.2 is the same thing as saying 4.2 over 1. Right? Everybody with me on that?
Oh, guys.
So,
right now,
if we want to
are
get us to
gonna
42
exit
over
soon.
10,
Then I'm
all we
gonna
have
show
to do is
you
move the decimal
The Ryanair destination.
Faces 1 to the right. Okay, and we can do this as long as we do it to the numerator and the denominator. So if we move the decimal place from 4.2, 1 over to the right, we get 42. Okay? If we move the decimal place from 1, 1 over to the right, we get 10. Okay, so that's how we get from 4.2 to 4.2 over 1, and then 4.2 over 1 to 42 over 10. Okay, same thing with 0.2.
Would actually open?
So how do we know that 0.2
Will the door actually
is
open?
equal to 2 over
Or
10?
not?
Okay, well, there's a few different ways. But if we do it similarly, okay, 0.2
Oh, never
is
mind.
the
It
same
did open.
thing as saying 0.2 over 1. Okay, so now if we want to convert that to make the denominator the same as 42 over 10, we're going to move the decimal place 1 spot to the right.
Okay,
Okay,
we are now
so
gonna go right.
0.2
Get to the right. I think it's
over
like
1 equals,
please
move
see
the decimal
customs.
to the
Please
right, we get
see
1.
customs.
And then if we move our decimal point to the right for the denominator, we get 10.
Oh, thank goodness. Here
So
we
that's
can
how
wait
I
for
would
our
explain
bags.
it. Does anyone have anything they would
And I'm not
add
joking. My bag doesn't
if they
appear.
had to
I'm just doing
explain
the
that
whole
using a communication
airline
question on the
for
test
losing it.
or a quiz? Do we think that's a complete answer? Now would be a time when you can use your reaction.
So having me check your documents.
Thanks, Aisha. Okay, Parmita, you're not with me?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was clear. Okay, awesome. So if we look back to textbook,
Is it not
Okay.
shouts?
now this question, now that we put it into a fraction,
Oh
in my
my
opinion,
gosh,
is a lot
there's
easier to
such a
figure out.
line.
Okay, because I'm sure that
There's
a lot of us,
such a big line.
or I'm sure that some of us are able to do
Just for
42
freaking
times 2 in our head.
document checks.
So we are able to do
Slash
that maybe without even using a
customs.
calculator, right? If I look at just this, 4.2 times 0.2, I'm like, okay, maybe I can try to figure that out, but as soon as I put it into a fraction, it becomes easier. Because then we go here, and we know that if we want to multiply 42 times 2, okay, and then put that over, 42 times 2, and then we put that over 2 times 10, our answer is going to be 84 over.
Come on, move up, you bacon.
10 times 10.
Seriously, this is
And it's going to
actually
be 84
wrong.
over
So
100. Okay? If I wanted to put this back into a decimal, what would my answer be? Because if the
the line
original
is
numbers were
crazy.
given in decimals, then our original answer, or our final answer,
Security
would be
here
given
is very
in decimal. So
strict.
how would I put this into a decimal? Aisha?
8.4 over 10.
So that's another fraction, but you are right about that. 8.4 over 10. Yes, that's equal. So that's correct. And then if we wanted to put that into a decimal, Jared?
Come on.
0.84.
Yeah, 0.84. Okay. Take 10, 20 seconds and put this equation into a calculator. So 4.2 times 0.2. And just see what you get. And then unmute yourself and tell me what you get.
Yep.
0.
I'm gonna be soon shown with my
Awesome.
documents. So,
Give me a yes or a no if that's what you got. A yes if that's what you got, a no if you did not get that.
Pizza and compare.
Okay, Oliver
No.
got it, Alina got it, Chloe got it, Vera got it. That's Julia and Paul and Mayama and Johnny. Awesome. Okay, so that's how you can use fractions to help you figure out decimals, decimal equations, or equations with decimals that are a little bit unfamiliar, or you're not quite sure how to do it in your head. Okay, if you were trying to figure that out in a store, and for whatever reason you didn't have your phone on you, or you don't have a phone, so you don't have a calculator, that would be how you could work that out without one.
Thank God for closure.
Okay, and Riley says, Anton read this, but I'm just going to read it
Not
quickly.
to see where my freaking bags.
Whenever you multiply two
Where's
decimal
my bag?
numbers, you count the total number of places after the decimal point. This tells you how many decimal places are in the answer. Okay, so if we look at this, the total number of places after the decimal point. So in the first number, we've only got one place after the decimal point. We've got the 2. And in the second number, we've got a 2. So in total, that's 2. And this is going to tell you how many decimal places are in the answer. So if we look at the final answer, we've got 0.84. Okay, which is 2 decimal places.
Like seriously,
So
where are my
that
bags?
could be true.
Of
All
course
right.
they're never
Who
gonna
can
give
read
it.
the communication checklist for me?
Yep, I'm actually gonna. Let's see when. Where's that bus so I can get the fuck
Did
out
you
of it.
explain each step of your calculations? Did you justify your conclusions? Did you use models to make your thinking clear? Did you use enough examples to support your thinking?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Paul.
Somebody
Okay, so this
please
communication
give me
checklist
my
is
bags.
something you're going to use today to work through
Without
the
them.
worksheet. So if we look at chapter 9, lesson 9, which is posted, we're going to go
Oh, finally it arrives.
well, you're going to work on 2 of the questions on your own for the next 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and take them up. So,
Oh boy. Oh boy, I
the
see
first
one of my.
says
one
rate
of
the
the green
fraction
bags should be
equivalent for
mine.
each decimal. If the
The
fraction
green
is
one
not
should
in
be
lowest
mine.
terms, simplify it. Okay, so right away when you look at these decimals, how would you go about putting that into a fraction? So let's look at the first one. Jared, what would you do for A?
Oh, where's my bag? It's
For A, so write the fraction
green
equivalent
bag
each
again.
decimal. I
That
would
better be
multiply
mine.
by 100, and then you get the fraction equivalent.
Okay, so what would the fraction equivalent here be?
75 over 100, or
Yeah.
3/4.
Awesome. So that's perfect.
Please
You would
tell
write
me.
75 over 100 first, and then you want to
Finally.
simplify that, so you would then finalize that as 3 over 4. Okay? So everybody is
Finally,
going
out
to
of
go
nowhere
through
it
number
comes
1,
out.
and then you're going to work on number 2
Woohoo.
and number 4. Okay? You can do number 3 if you have a little bit of time, but I want you to focus on 1, 2, and 4. And you'll notice in both 2 and 4 it says use the communication checklist.
Yeah, let's wait for
to
the bus. It will
explain
take us
why
to somewhere.
0.4 divided by 0.2 has the same answer as 4. Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Did
Thanks
you
for
write a
watching.
concluding
Make sure to
sentence?
subscribe for more awesome
Did you
content.
use any models, so any images or visuals to show your thinking in a different way? Did you use enough examples to explain your thinking? So you want to go through the communication checklist for each question to make sure you're explaining your answers as thoroughly as possible.